What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another trade recap. I'm going to dive right into the trade that I made, making around $850 in around, we'll see. We'll see. So, immediately, market opens, right? We have all-time highs up here, right above. If we look on our hourly time frame, you can see we're kind of trending. We have this hourly leg here. I was thinking coming into the day, if we respect these gaps in this leg, we want to trade higher. If we rip through this, we'll probably want to go to this 4-hour gap towards the NWOG as well, which the new NWOG is just a new week opening gap, so it just is a gap in price over the weekend that it makes because buyers buy when the market's not open, so then it forces price to jump up to a higher or lower level. But anyways, 9:30 open, and we just rip down. We just rip the whole time, just the whole time. We just rip. We close through all of these gaps. We inverse this whole leg on the 15-minute chart here. You can see. We do open a 15-minute. Let me see if I can. Let me go another 5-minute. So we get this tap into these 5 minutes, but I'm like, we're going to open a 15-minute anyway. Let me just wait for this 15-minute, and ES is going to open this 30-minute. We also, like I said, we got the tap into the 30-minute on ES. Let me see. Let me wait. I believe it was around here. Here, I think it was. Yeah, so right at this time and point, at this 10:15 candle, we got a sweep into this 30-minute gap here, and we put in this SMT. So we have the previous sweep in this 15-minute. Now we have ES clearing out liquidity, tapping into this 30-minute for value gap here. So I'm like, okay, if we want to get our trade, this is going to be the perfect time to get our trade. Let's see what we want to do. We put in the SMT, right? We have a good spot to go break even. We have a 4-hour fair value gap to the left of us with this generated liquidity after we're very clearly bullish or bearish, I mean. And then on ES, right, if we look on ES, we have all of this accumulation, generated lows leading up to the NWOG, okay, which is a super good DOL. I'm surprised we haven't tapped into that, okay? But doesn't matter, whatever. We still got our trade off. Hey. But we open this 1-minute gap here. It's a little hesitation, but then we get a change in the state as well and an inversion of this tiny little gap down here. Change in the state, 1-minute IFEG, SMT showing clear manipulation. Good AMD, right? We have these slight accumulation lows leading up to the high time frame DOL. This is very nice. My homie made $7,000 on this. The boy risked like across 5 accounts. I made 850 times 5 accounts. So we enter the trade here, and then let's just watch this beautiful puppy play out. So I'm gonna definitely go in. I'm risking. Oh crap! Let's just make it 500,000 a tick. TP at the 4-hour. I went break even once we took out, and you can have your stop right here. And a lot of people, some people, if you're gonna ask why wouldn't you have your stop up here or whatever, it's because at this time and point, ES is this high here on ES is the protected high in this 30-minute, right? So now we can assume with this lower time frame A and D, we're going to distribute, continuing getting the redistribution off the higher time frame trend, which is bearish, right? So we just dump. Now you can go break even here. Shabam. And then look, we get 2 ticks away from the TP. And then we fuck around for a minute, and then we just get this huge dick candle down. That was insane. But it was just to get that retrace. I think we had a 3-minute gap or something. Yeah, we had this 3-minute gap here. Tap into that. Push price lower. Really beautiful. Really like this trade. 1.7 RR. How much did I just make off the replay? Oh my god. 219 million on the ass, bro. Literally goated. But yeah. Really freaking amazing trade. I really enjoyed this. This was just such a free trade. I'm not going to lie. First trade on the Lucid Fundeds, up in some fat profit. All right, just so beautiful. We just had the true manipulation on both pairs where we both manipulated into a higher time frame gap. We have the 15-minute here. We put in the SMT showing the manipulation. We have the generated liquidity leading up to the higher time frame imbalance with the NWOG below. Just such a beautiful trade. Just beautiful. Literally. just beautiful. That's all I can say because it's just so good. But yeah, I love you guys. Hope you guys learned something from this video here today. And this was the trade that I took today. Nothing really much to it. Very, very simple trade. Just caught the redistribution down, redistribution lower. You know, we made huge moves down. We got the rebalance, and then we caught the move all the way back down to the liquidity pool. So really like it. At this point, I kind of thought that we were going to edge my TP and then just reverse, but we would have been at break even anyway. And once we made this high, I moved my stop to this top of the infrared gap here, because if we want to inverse this gap, we probably are going to hit my break even anyway. So I might as well just get the profit on the day, you know what I mean? So, yep. I love you guys, though. Another banger day. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I will see you guys in the next trade recap. Have a good rest of your day, boys. Love. Oh, all my links are going to be in the description below. I always forget this. And then also use my code on Alpha Futures. They had 50% off last week. Now I think it's regularly just back to 10, 25%. But yeah, love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Peace out. See you guys in the next trade.